Hello, welcome back to Soul and Self Collective. I'm Elizabeth Tice. This is my husband, Scott Tice, and this is a special guest,
Anna.
Yes, she is my shaman sister that I talk about often, and I name dropped in the last video. You haven't seen the other video, the last video, so she doesn't know that I name dropped her. But this is who Anna is, and she's an amazing shaman.
Who wants clients?
Yeah, exactly. She's on her second level already, up and running. And again, I'm on my level 1 so far, and Scott is my shaman assistant. And so today we're going to follow a very similar style of the last video where there's no structure, which is not fun for me, but you know.
I can do no.
Anna's in the hot seat. I'm just here for the vibe with
I
you
think
guys.
we're all in the hot seat because Anna, at any time, if you feel like asking us questions, ask questions.
I always feel like when they're like, "Oh, do you have any questions?"
Not right now.
Everything goes blank.
If anything sparks throughout the conversation,
Yeah.
ask Liz.
And then, because we know Scott's gonna be the one asking a lot of the questions, so the mic is gonna go to him
with our chopstick.
So yeah, without further ado, we're gonna get started.
Yes. So the main question I would have for you, Anna, is while you were raising, you had curses.
Yes.
What is that like raising while also dealing with those types of challenges?
It's been challenging. To be honest, it's been draining, just draining of my energy. But at the end of the day, I always have to pull myself up and to take care of all this stuff. Like Liz was saying earlier, in the beginning of my experience, my journey, I was super nice to like spirits that came along the way. And like, oh no, you can go away now. But now I'm just like, nah, not negotiating. Everybody's getting chopped.
Yeah, because before when Anna would share her story, she would talk about the encounter spirits that you would get, right? And then you were like, oh yeah, well, let me burn some money, and then they'll leave, and and I'm like, why don't you just what are you doing? She's like, oh no, it's fine. And she's a changed woman. She's a changed shaman woman.
That I am.
Why do you think you changed? Why do you think you don't just try and casually push things away anymore?
I think the curses and all the bad intentions that have come my way, I think they're kind of like a blessing in disguise, even though it's exhausting to take care of them. Because I am learning like the good and the bad and the intentions that these people who you thought was supportive, and you get to see all that, and it kind of just like kind of hardens your heart just a little bit, So
it does. And you're just essentially you're just tired of it.
You're just tired of it.
Not putting it up. Nice.
Can I ask you, was it difficult for you to have a hardened heart, especially getting all of those type of energy from that particular person?
Yeah. I am not a person that cries, but I feel like lately, since I started my journey, even from like the first time I met you, I cried. I went home, I'm like, oh my God, she's gonna think I'm an idiot. She's never gonna invite me back again. I was just like bawling. And you can ask if you guys know who my siblings are, my brothers and sisters, even my in-laws, they know I don't cry. Except for like sad Korean dramas. I will cry for those. But no, it's just when you've taken on so much already, it just takes like an emotional toll. And it's just I don't know, you just kind of have to deal with it like one moment at a time. And I'm sorry, did I answer your question?
Yeah, you did. Because I was imagining that it would be hard to receive those type of negative energy, curses and whatnot from someone someone who you trust and loved. And I think that would be a really hard pill to swallow.
Oh yeah.
And
lots of crying, lots of healing. But I think that's the journey I'm supposed to take.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm really happy that you're sharing that with us and our viewers, because you know, our community that we're building on YouTube, everyone, a lot of people, they're also shamans too, and they might endure the same type of hardship that you had to go through. And this really helps them know that they're not the only one who has, you know, relatives that are just awful, unnecessarily awful.
And I know Tassie has mentioned, like, in her channel before, where she's like, once you start your shaman journey, I mean, like, you get tested from the beginning, from the get-go, from like spiritual to seeing who you know, think is your backbone or is part of your backbone, that really does change, and you really start seeing people for who they really are.
Yeah, absolutely. So thank you so much for sharing that. Yeah, you did answer my question.
Cool.
Oh.
Oh, by the way, my spirit guides love Liz and Scott. Okay, if you guys don't remember the story where Liz had said that when she was cleaning her house, when she was doing a name session, and she saw like little kids in the closet, oh, those are my spirit guides.
This is her.
Yep.
They were mine. But they love Scott. They love Liz. They remind me every morning, every week. Oh, they uploaded the video. Take a look. So they love all their questions because they make them laugh. Yeah.
I try to. So the next question is, I know when you were raising, someone locked your guides up right before you rose. So when you were raising, you didn't have that connection with your guides that normally you would have.
Right.
What was that transition like, having your guides released and coming back to you?
I don't know exactly when that happened. I didn't even know that that had happened until I did the raising of my shrine, and Tassie came and did what she had to do. And just thinking of the timeline of knowing what happened to how I really felt off at the potential time where I feel like maybe that would have been the potential time they got locked up. So me personally, I have always been lucky in life, not to where like, hey, I won the lottery, but always been in the right place, the right time to apply it to another place that I go. So super lucky in that. A lot of near misses with situations. But there was one time when I was working, all of a sudden, I just felt this shift in the air. Just things weren't going right. Just that luck that I had said, like, was no longer there. I stopped hearing them. I stopped hearing like my intuition. Just the luck went down. It was just odd. Back to where now Tassie, when she went to go take care of it, now I feel like more like myself. My luck is back, even though I'm dealing with a bunch of crap. I feel like I'm back to where I used to be.
How long were they sealed away? Do you know about how long you had that feeling for?
Maybe almost 2 years.
About 2 years. Wow, that's a long time. When you were initially raising, because I know you did 2 different teachers, what was the difference between the first one and the second one when you were starting your shrine?
The lineage was different. So my first go about it, I had like 3 different shrines.
Okay.
The work was the same, but no matter what I learned, whenever I sat on the bench, I would not be able to say anything. Like my mind went blank. Versus, I was so surprised when I rose with Tassie, because then everything just came out. So it was easier.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So you felt like an instant difference in coming up to that second raising with Tassie. What were your feelings going into it? Like when you flew out to because you flew out to Minnesota, right? To shake.
Yeah.
What was it like flying out there to do the shake test?
Nervous, because I was like, did I just spend all this money for nothing? You guys better come through. No, but yeah, nervous, didn't really know what I was getting myself into. But the only feeling I was getting was, this is the route you need to go. This is Like no matter how different it may be viewed with like the elders and everything else, I knew this is what I needed to do. Yeah.
Okay,
But
so it was
super nervous. And then leading up to the raising of my second shrine with Cassie, nervous still, but excited. Yeah, I was just super excited.
Did she release your guides before or after you rose your second shrine?
During the ceremony.
So that ceremony at that was when it happened. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I asked Liz this yesterday, and I'm going to ask you this. How do you feel about taking on clients?
Nervous.
Girl, same.
I think it's just nerves because it's like, then there's that self-doubt, right?
Yeah.
We work all this time to build confidence in ourselves, in our guides, to be one, so it's always like the feeling of like, oh, am I gonna let them down? Am I saying the right thing? So, but excited, super excited. I'm always one to jump for it.
So does that mean you're open?
I am open.
You heard
She's
it
open.
from her.
I am open.
Do
That's
you
exciting.
Have a contact information, like maybe an email? Viewers can email you directly, so they don't have to go to the roast.
Put it at the bottom.
I will create one.
Okay, yes.
I will create one.
Great one.
Okay, we'll put it by the time this video releases.
I will take suggestions
down
on email names.
Yeah. Oh, that was another thing that came up because I was supposed to have a shy with you, but then you had a death in the family and you had to close down. What was that experience like, having to shut down after raising finally after such a long time?
Nerve-wracking, because I was like, I'm not being productive. What am I doing? It was almost like I was lost.
Yeah.
But then as time went on, I was just like, I don't have to do it this morning.
I know what you're like. Yeah, I get to sleep.
I get to sleep in.
How did your guides feel about it?
They didn't like it in the beginning. They were like, what are you doing? I know you have a loss, but hello, we're here, So they were kind of bugging me, but I was just like, gotta shut it down. And I have this long, sorry, So I had to get used to it, and then I had to get used to doing it again.
I was gonna say, what was the first session back like? Was it joyful and exciting? Or was it just straight back to business?
I was just straight back to business. I was glad, because I'm like, okay, got to reestablish myself. So I feel like I'm back at the beginning.
She hasn't watched our last video, but there's no traveling and sightseeing for Anna.
No. It's funny. Okay, I haven't seen the last video, but I remember, was it in the very beginning? Whose house were we at? We were at one of our shaman siblings' house, and Liz is like, oh my gosh, you should look down on your feet because the shoes.
Yeah, we were at one of our brothers. We were at one of our brothers' raising, and then we were talking about like, oh, what do you see and what do you feel? And then I was like, have you guys ever looked down to see what you're wearing? Like your shoes? Are you barefooted? Like just little details like that.
Yeah, I was just like, oh, I'll take a look. The next time I do it, I'm gonna look at my feet.
Yeah.
So
I didn't see anything. I just kept looking down because I had my veil on, right? And I'm like, listen, to look at my feet. I'm gonna look at my feet. I'm gonna look at my feet. Listen, their shoes. I don't see anything. I was laughing during that name session. My guides were like, stop it. Stop it.
That's like right up there with the wedgie thing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I saw that one.
So your guides were annoyed with you.
They were annoyed with me because I was laughing. I was, Liz said, shoes. Where are my shoes?
So you haven't seen any type of clothing or anything? Okay.
All pitch black, and then if they want me to see something, they'll give me a glimpse. And then I'll get like a synopsis of like what that means.
Oh, okay.
That's pretty cool. That's what I think is so fascinating about shamanism, is everyone's different. Everyone has different views. Some people see everything. Some people see only what they're supposed to see. And just hearing their stories is fascinating to me.
Mhm.
I don't know what I'm going to say.
I'm curious, what do portals look like to you? Because I know portals may look different to other shamans.
I don't think I've ever seen a portal.
Oh, okay. So when you go somewhere, you just go there.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
I zip there and I'm done.
Yeah.
Maybe
Okay.
that's why I don't have shoes.
Too fast to see.
Too fast.
I just arrived.
I was like, I start and then I'm like, what's the number?
Okay.
Not a bad idea. But then, I did do a night session once and I'm like, I really don't have anything to do today. Can I sightsee? Can we go a little bit slower? Even if it's just like a glimpse, I don't care what you show me. Just I want to go a little bit slower. No, that didn't happen.
They said absolutely.
They were like, no.
That's so funny that you say that because my spirit guides, they told me that we're done sightseeing when you go level 2.
Oh.
Yeah.
So then you won't see shoes.
No, I guess not. No.
So we'll
You gotta
figure
tell
that-
me. You gotta
I
tell
was
me.
going to say, we'll figure that out now. If you go to level 2,
Yeah.
you're not going to see all those things anymore.
Yes, it's irrelevant. You don't need to choose.
You don't need shoes.
Oh.
Live.
Okay. So Anna is also the person who wants to go ghost hunting with Scott. This is the shaman sibling that is very unafraid of spirits.
Dude, we should do it tonight.
Anna can no.
No, Winchester House event thingy.
We should. I was thinking of that crazy little town.
No.
Oh yeah, the one you were telling me about.
No.
We should go.
I'll be like
You can sleep over at Anna's house. You're not
God, what's
going
that town called?
yeah, no, I remember. I ain't saying it.
I'll be like like Bella in Twilight, where I project my shield onto you guys.
And on our way there, we can stop by that one road that's supposed to be haunted by witches.
No, no. I already push out a lot of spirits because of you. Let's not. But what I wanted to share earlier was, can you share with our viewers what your occupation is besides being a shaman?
I am a nurse and I work at a hospital.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So do you see a bunch of stuff at the hospital?
Because when
Do
I
you
go to
sense things at the hospital?
when I go to work, I'm like that part of me just like shuts off.
Oh, okay.
So then I don't sense anything.
So
I
your
don't see
guides aren't
anything.
like running around checking things out, just in our closet.
Yeah, just in your closet.
That was so random. Yeah, because I literally like saw the little kids and I'm like, oh, that was so strange and bizarre. And then I get a text from you later. I'm like, oh, that made sense.
Yeah.
Have you been visited by her guides or any of your other siblings' guides?
Yeah, not anymore.
And Tassie's
I mean,
guides?
if they're there, I don't see them.
Or sense them?
Yeah.
Do you sense things?
I sense things. I used to see things when I was younger,
Okay.
but that sense has stopped.
Do you know why?
I do not.
A blessing in disguise.
What's interesting is, you know how they always say, "Oh, when you go to sleep, you're still training. You're going to the school."
Yeah.
And, okay, so
Ooh, do you go to
they
school?
they used to make me go like fight these demons and these evil spirits, and then I would just get annoyed, just like so annoyed. And so like it's supposed to be scary, but I'm just like again. So then they changed it to zombies. And I became strategic.
So
Now
what's your zombie story?
I don't know. It's just like a horde's coming to invade us, and we're trying not to get bit, and we're like fighting them with guns and all these weapons.
Nice.
I get strategic with that because I don't want to turn into a zombie, But demons and ghosts, I'm like, okay, let's go do this.
So you enjoy the zombies?
I enjoy the zombies.
Participate
Maybe that's
more
why
in
they
class.
changed it to zombies. Yeah, interesting.
That's
I woke up, I'm like,
fascinating.
why am I dreaming about zombies? I was just dreaming about demons and ghosts. Yeah,
You were more engaged.
I was more engaged.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Do you have dreams about zombies?
In a sense where it's not like the traditional zombie that you were talking about, but then I had a dream where so my deceased grandma, right? I was at a house, a familiar house, and she was laying on this bed-like couch, and I ran up and hugged her. I realized that she smelled like my grandma and everything, but then there was just this really strong feeling that this isn't my grandma. My grandma, like the realization that my grandma died. And then I was like, she's not really here. And then as soon as I realized I was noticing like this isn't my grandma, that entity held on to me tighter.
Oh.
Yeah, and you could see like maggots and just her rot. Like it smelled awful. Like the smell was no longer my grandma's, and so in a zombie sense, it was like that.
That makes sense. So it was more like decay.
Oh yeah, it was. It was decaying, and then she had like these mouths thing on her arms or something, and it was like sucking on my like life force energy. Yeah, so
That is interesting.
it was pretty scary. It was terrifying. I think that's something that sucks about being in a lineage of demon slaying is that you get really creepy, scary dreams like these.
Until you just get annoyed.
And it gets annoyed.
Apparently, you can change that.
Yeah, but they change it.
Yeah.
So this is for both of you.
Oh,
What's
God.
one of your favorite things about being a shaman?
I love being able to cleanse myself and my family, my home, without the help of another person. Although Tassie does help and clean, as well. But, just being able to have that ability to do it and not wait for someone else to is really like empowering.
Yeah, same here. Because now I could just be like, gotta take care of this, put on my veil.
Yep.
And then it's just like, you do what you got to do.
So did you guys both grow up in a shamanic family, or was your family Christian? And then what does it feel like going back to, I guess, the roots of the culture?
Definitely not a shamanic household. Again, my grandmas and aunties, they were closet shamans. Like they were converted Christianity, but then they still like did shayais and they would go seek services, like small services, and they would do like little mini hooplies and all that stuff. But for the most part, we grew up in a very Christian household, and I was not I didn't really learn about what shamanism was until I really started my shaman path. Of course, I did see ceremonies, but I didn't really understand what they were. I personally am really happy to go back to it because, again, growing up in a Christian-based foundation, I knew that there was more than one God. And this is, again, just my belief. Everyone is okay to believe what they believe in, but I always knew that there was more than one God and there was more than one type of like entity, right? And so I would always go and explore other culture and their beliefs and their mythology and whatnot. But I didn't realize that what made sense to me, what felt right to me, was inside me this whole time. Shamanism. It was in my blood. It's in my lineage. Yeah. So it feels really nice, and it feels like going home, going back to my roots, being a shaman and whatnot. So yeah.
Complete opposite from Liz. Grew up in a shaman family, married into a shaman family. And I was always the shayai for my mother-in-law, who is also a shaman, my husband and I. And then when I started with my first teacher on our journey, that ending and then starting with Tassie, I had to learn that I had to drop everything that I learned from my first teacher. And kind of start with a blank slate, because going into Tassie's lineage, I was bringing a lot of what I already learned growing up and applying it to our lineage right now, when it wasn't applicable. So I really had to dial that down.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but I remember you sharing that in your previous lineage, it was the recording style. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And because it was just like recording and it was like almost song form, I like memorized it, I was listening to it on my way to work. I was listening to it on my days off, it's just whatever chance I got, I listened to it. So it didn't take long at all for me to memorize it. But like I said, when I would sit on the bench, it was just like blank, and I couldn't say anything.
Oh, that's wild.
Do you remember those verses still?
Not really.
Okay. I was going to say, if you ever tried doing it now that you've risen at something else to see what
I feel like it's so different
happen.
with what we're going through now to like the recording. It's just so different. Even if I tried to, it's like they make me forget.
Yeah, I was gonna say my spirit guides are saying don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't no.
Don't do it.
Don't do
No, there's no.
Bad advice.
No,
I didn't know, but I think
bad experiment.
it's a great question
Mhm.
on why not to do it. Okay. All right. So I'm going to ask this one. You guys can't cop out and say dreams because that's cheating. What's the worst thing about being a shaman? Can't say dreams. Can't
Having
say bad
to
visions.
fix you. He's like a walking magnet for spirits, like open buffet.
I look at that as field training.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that's
So fixing me.
I feel like despite everything I've gone through, and everything that's been hurled at me, and everything that I've had to do to fix it, not even the dreams. Dreams are just annoying. But the worst thing, I can't think of one, to be honest.
Good answer. It's not
10
fixing.
Points, 10 points.
It's
Yeah,
not
10
fixing your family.
I never said family. I specifically just said you.
Fair. How if you want to talk about how was fixing your family after you rose? Because you say that was your first ceremony you've ever done?
Yes, that was. I'm just like, I'm not ready for this, but my guides are ready for it. So I'm just gonna do it. But it was a relief to get it done, because they kept telling me, well, you're not gonna know unless you do it, right? You can't be a turtle of a shaman but expect all this knowledge or expect to know all this without practice.
A message for our other siblings out there.
Just do it.
Yeah, our elder sister. Listen.
I know. Look at the grays.
No, it wasn't even because of that.
I am the oldest, though. I am the oldest.
I was gonna say that's something that I remember Tassie saying at the very beginning when we were even doing the shake test was not trying to figure everything out beforehand, and that your guides are going to do all of the work. You're simply just a vessel for them.
Yeah, 100% true. But then no matter how much you say it, it doesn't feel real. It doesn't feel like what you're saying is true until you go through it. You kind of have to experience to be like, oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask the question. Why is everyone racing to the back of the line when a client comes up?
Because self-doubt.
Because there's a lot of people here that are like, oh, well, I'll do it if no one else wants to do it. And, well, if he wants to do it, I'll be at the back of the line. Just curious.
We're just trying to give them the opportunity to pick it up first. I don't want to be a hog,
It's fair. And you just recently got one possible that's outside of it. How do you feel about that?
I don't know. To be honest, it's like with everything, right? Yeah. It's like, oh, you're going to have someone who comes and you're going to do it. But then there's always going to be that self-doubt. And so you're like, but I haven't even learned it. I don't even know what to do. But it's always so surprising. I don't know why it's so surprising, but every time that moment shows up, it's like they already let you know.
Do you ever think that they know what you're like, who you're going to help before you even help them?
I think so, but why is it always cryptic messages? Is what I want to know, but they never give me answers.
Do you have an answer on why there's so many cryptic messages?
No, I don't, because I feel like if your spirit guides are going to give you a concrete answer, they will show you. They will literally show you an image or a feeling of that person. Maybe even smell, because smell is really strong for me too.
Mm.
But it could be a generalized, because it could be someone of that similar feature or personality that will come through that you're also helping, because it wouldn't be right to say that you're going to fix say Adam who's bald, right, and then you're going to go thinking, oh, it's just I'm fixing Adam the bald guy, but then there's like other clients that are kind of bald too, so I think that's why it's not specific to just showing a name and a person.
Mhm.
But I will say this, I do get strong feelings of knowing who I'm going to be doing services for in the future. And again, it's just a gut feeling. Hopefully, that's not the case.
You know it.
I'm not going to say anything.
Plead the fifth.
Plead the fifth.
Do you?
Yeah.
So I've noticed that almost all shamans generally have another job. What is it like balancing work, like physical work life and spiritual work life? And how do you think that will affect you when you start taking on clients?
I don't know.
It's going to be hard, I imagine, because you're not going to be able to just do the weekends. I think you work on weekends.
Mhm.
It's going to be really difficult because a lot of families they like to schedule more on the
On the
weekends because they have more support.
That's true.
Hmm.
I don't know. Maybe I'll get some families who will do it during the weekdays. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's going to be that important
Yes.
to fix.
That's true. If they really want you, they'll make it work. Okay, so we talked about curses a little bit earlier, and I was genuinely curious, what does it feel like when you have a curse? And when you are in your Ning session, does it look like anything? That way, if other people might be experiencing something similar, they can at least kind of understand what it might be or what it might look like.
Majority of the time, it's me just being drained of energy. I'm not talking about like when you sleep and you wake up and you're tired. It's like ongoing, just no matter how much coffee or energy drink that I have, I just can't seem to just get any energy to do anything. Even if it's like, oh, putting on my clothes, I'm drained of energy. If I go to work, my brain is foggy, and I'm just drained of energy. And there were 2 instances where it was almost a spiritual attack while I was asleep. And it's always just when I'm at home and not at work or out and about, thank goodness. But the 2 other attacks, like I said, just it happens when I'm sleeping. So.
Wow. Have you noticed yourself being more susceptible to like demons or entities because of your curse and because of the lack of energy that you have?
I'm not sure about susceptible, because growing up, I feel like I've always, because as long as I can work in the health field, I've always been in the health field. And so I've had things follow me. So I always feel like things are always following me or attracted to me anyways. In regards to like the curses, I don't think I'm attracting them. It's more of a particular individual sending them my way.
Okay.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
When you share about like the symptoms that you're experiencing of like that drained feeling, it's very similar to like when someone has an attachment on them, right? They'll get like a sexualized dream, and that's sucking their energy, and when they wake up they feel drained, and they'll always want to go back to sleep. But in your case, do you have any dreams or any like science besides the physical fatigue that can help differentiate between like an attachment versus like a curse?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I know. Like I didn't even know, and you, Cassie, and you actually saw the attachment that Cassie removed. Apparently, I had a little girl demon attached to me since I was little itty bitty, like born, I think.
Wow.
Because I was a preemie baby, so I was weak physically and spiritually. So I apparently had a demon attached to me. I've never seen her. I never sensed her, but I think you asked me one day, don't you sense them? I'm like,
Yeah.
but if maybe it's because I've had that attachment for so long that I don't know any different, right?
Yes. Yeah. It's wild that you brought that up because it brought back the memory of where I just remember that entity was like very possessive of you and it was like she's gonna play with me. Yeah. Anyways,
I do have a question for you. Like you saw the entity. I've never sensed it. I mean, like, what did she look like?
Yeah, it was a little girl. Well, she appeared to me of like a little girl. She looked of European descent, and she was wearing a yellow dress, and she has curly golden hair, and she was just like insistent of being like by you, but she was like being kind of rude. Demons though. Can they be polite? I don't know, but she was just being like really rude, like as in like being possessive of where you were sitting on the couch with me, and she was just the energy that she was just putting off towards me was like it was almost like when a dog doesn't want you near their owner and they're like kind of growling at you. It was that type of energy, and so I had to kick her out of my house, and that's, to me, I feel like that's the beauty of being like the owner of the home is that it feels like this is where you have more say, and with enough force, you can kick spirits out.
And
at,
she
at least to
still
me.
won't let me go to Locke.
No.
Is that the name of the city?
Yeah, I
Oh,
remember this. I remember the name.
Because
because we're two beacons. We're two beacons, and they're gonna come with us.
Anna, unfortunately, does not live with me, so when she goes, the spirits will naturally follow her back to where she's going. But this guy, I happen to know where he sleeps, which happens to be the same address and same location as me.
So from what you're saying is, if we want to do that, there needs to be enough time to where we can go back to Anna's house and she can cleanse me. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. We'll just bring 2 pots, and then before we get into the car, we'll jump over that stove.
We could.
One on each side.
That works, right?
Oh my gosh.
You just take the stove?
I mean, I have one.
We have one too.
Yeah.
We could
And then we can Korean barbecue after.
Oh,
in Locke?
No. You almost got me there. Oh my god.
Oh, we're gonna have to go eventually. We're gonna be leaving soon. So
I already told you I'm not going back to that city.
you don't have to come. We'll record it for you.
No, I
And
don't.
you can watch the recording.
No.
Oh yeah, we'll take you on FaceTime.
You could do that.
Then if you see something, you could just cleanse us right there.
What the heck?
Yeah, you'll be at your shrine ready to cleanse us as we're doing it.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Sounds
like a plan.
Sounds doable.
Yeah.
I am willing to go with these 2 knuckleheads to the Winchester house. I think that would be fun. I've been there before.
So is everybody else.
I mean, if we go, she has to come with us.
Why?
Right? I mean, she's gonna come to protect us.
Hold on. You're the elder. She's supposed to protect me. What is going on here?
I still think we should go.
No. Anyways.
Well, we can ask the viewers, yes or no. We'll take a vote.
Yeah. We'll take a vote.
No.
Should we go to Locke?
No.
Yes or no?
No.
Leave it in the comments below. And whoever gets the most yeses will go.
No, I don't agree to that whatsoever.
I'm a choice. It's up to the YouTube gods at this point.
Well, we'll say we're going to go barbecue.
No.
And then she'll be
We'll
like,
take her in the car with
"Huh,
us.
why are we in the Delta?" It's a weird place for a Korean restaurant. Okay. So to wrap it up, my question for you both would be, what piece of advice would you guys give to either people curious about shamanism, getting back into shamanism, or wondering what their next step in their journey would be, either to raise or to just immerse themselves back into the culture?
I think mine would be is go talk to your elderly relatives. Be curious about their experience with shamanism because they've experienced shamanism. Even if they converted to a different religion, just go with a curious and open mind and explore that. I mean, there's no commitment to it. Definitely no commitment. So, yeah.
And then for those who are already in it, times will get hard. There probably will be crying days, but do not give those people the time of the day. Work yourself up to not letting them control you and your actions, and do what you got to do, because you're gonna have to, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, we appreciate you, Anna, for coming on.
Yes,
for
thank
having
you
me
so much. And with that, you guys,
We'll see you in the next one.
Bye.